Hi LEGO fans! Disney Pixar's latest movie Incredibles 2 is due to hit movie theatres on June 15th. Or if you're one of my UK viewers, you're gonna have to wait till July 13th. LEGO hasn't exactly gone crazy on the Incredibles 2 film. We've got 3 brand new LEGO Juniors sets, including set number 10761, the Great Home Escape, which I'll be reviewing in a separate video. But for adult fans, we get yet another Brickheadz set, and today I'm going to be unboxing, speed building, and reviewing set number 41613, Mr. Incredible and Frozone from LEGO Brickheadz. To say that LEGO is going Brickheadz crazy this year is an understatement. In fact, this is the 9th LEGO Brickheadz set I've reviewed so far this year, and it's only May. On the face of it, this looks like a pretty interesting set, although as my wife pointed out, Mr. Incredible does look rather a lot like his son Flash. What I am excited about, however, is the amount of printed detail on Frozone. The slight disappointment here is the part count. We've only got 160 pieces, so that means these things have only 80 pieces each, and that's really low for a Brickheadz build. Compare that to the Owen and Blue Brickheadz set, which has 234 pieces. That's almost a third more. So it would seem quite reasonable that this set should be priced 30% lower, but no, this is LEGO we're talking about here. If you want to lay your hands on Mr. Incredible and Frozone, you're going to have to pony up the same $20 that you would for any other LEGO Brickheadz twin pack. Flipping over to the back of the box, we get a better look at those 2 superheroes in their costumes. As you'd expect with a licensed Brickheadz set, there are some really nice custom printed pieces, and that includes a custom printed brick on the front of Mr. Incredible's costume. If you're familiar with these 2 characters from the movie, you'll know that Mr. Incredible is quite beefy and Frozone is quite slender. That gets kind of thrown out of the window for these builds, and Mr. Incredible and Frozone are both forced to comply to Brickheadz design standards, which of course means both characters will be virtually the same size. But that's enough of me talking about the box. Let's get this thing open and see what we've got inside. Here's everything we get inside the box. We've got 2 numbered bags of LEGO, one for Mr. Incredible and one for Frozone, and 2 instruction manuals for the same reason. I'm going to go ahead and build Mr. Incredible and Frozone, and today this is going to be a 60-second speed build. And here are the completed builds. We've got a slightly anorexic looking Mr. Incredible and his best buddy Frozone. We got the big guns out today, and together my daughter and I built Mr. Incredible and Frozone in a little under 17 minutes. But why was the build time so short? I think a pair of dirty kitchen scales can answer the question. It's time for a superheroes versus supervillains weigh-in. And first up, it's my favourite brickhead of all time, the Joker. Joker weighs in at a pretty respectable 92 grams. On the other hand, king of the Atkins diet, Mr. Incredible weighs in at only 66 grams. It's quiz time, kids! Which one is better value? Okay, I think I made my point, and I'm probably not going to get a Christmas card from the nice people at Billund this year, or come to think of it, the awesome people at Disney Pixar. So let's get back to our objective and impartial review, starting with Mr. Incredible. I've said it before and I'll say it again, some characters just aren't cut out to be a Brickheadz build. Mr. Incredible, as rendered in the Disney Pixar film, is a rather larger than life, rounded and shiny character. And when you have characters with disproportionate body features, making them into a brickhead doesn't really work. Just by swapping out the few bricks that make up Mr. Incredible's hair, I could easily turn this into his son Flash. Because apart from the hair, this guy looks like a kid. The other thing wrong with Mr. Incredible is that he's just a very blocky build. In fact, apart from the colours and the printed piece on his chest, he's pretty much the same starter brickhead that we got in the Go Brick Me set. Bob Parr, aka Mr. Incredible, is dressed in his super suit. He's wearing colour coordinated tights and boots and has an orange belt. There's only one custom printed piece on this character, but it is a really nice printed brick with the Incredibles symbol. We get the usual Brickheadz soulless eyes and a pretty nondescript facial expression. In fact, the only real detail to tell us this is Mr. Incredible and not his son Flash is the mousy brown hair on top of his head. Apart from the styling on top, Mr. Incredible doesn't have a very distinctive hairstyle, and we end up with a fairly blocky and uninspiring build, unlike some of the other Brickheadz which have very elaborate hairstyles. The left and right hand sides mirror one another, and Mr. Incredible has the traditional clips for hands, although he has no accessories to hold. There's nothing at all exciting going on around the back, and that's not a criticism of the designers of this set, it's just that Mr. Incredible is quite a plain character and doesn't really give LEGO a lot to play with. So that's Mr. Incredible, and as you've probably worked out by now, I'm not a big fan of this Brickhead. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, so let's take a detailed look at Frozone. As a Brickheadz character, Frozone presents many of the same challenges that Mr. Incredible had. He's dressed head to toe in a skin-tight costume and he's wearing a helmet, so there's very little detail that we can play on in this build. That said, we do have some very nice printed pieces, and overall I really like the look and feel of Frozone. I just think this does a much better job of recreating the character from the movie. Frozone, aka Lucius Best, is Mr. Incredible's best friend. His superpower is the ability to create ice and freeze surfaces with his hands. But that super ability isn't really exploited for the purposes of this Brickhead build. Like Mr. Incredible, Frozone is dressed in his super suit. He's wearing white boots to complement his pale blue and white costume. Frozone features several custom printed pieces. We've got 1x2 and 1x4 custom printed pieces on the front of his costume showing that blue and white design. We don't often see mouths on Brickheadz, but we do see the outline of Frozone's mouth thanks to the goatee beard he wears. That's a custom printed 1x4 tile, and we've got yet another custom piece with the curved visor. So despite the lack of intricacy in the Frozone build, we do get a lot of nice custom printed pieces. Rather than having a flat head, it's really nice to see a little bit of curved detail at the top for Frozone's helmet. That really helps to make Frozone look like, well, Frozone. Just like Mr. Incredible, Frozone has exactly the same left and right side, these are just mirrored. He's also got clips for hands and no accessories, which doesn't help with the overall part count. However, we do get more custom printed pieces on the back of Frozone's costume. Those repeat the design we saw on the front of the suit and brings our custom printed piece count to 6 for Frozone. That's pretty impressive. So that's Frozone, and I think out of the two Brickheadz, Frozone is my favourite. He's much more in proportion to the actual character from the movie, and there's some really nice custom printed pieces. So that was set number 41613, Mr. Incredible and Frozone from LEGO Brickheadz. I really do like the Incredibles, and I'm looking forward to the Incredibles 2 movie. And I tried very hard to like these Brickheadz. But these two characters, especially Mr. Incredible, are really difficult to recreate in Brickheadz form. That said, I think LEGO have done a reasonably good job, and these should keep most Incredible fans pretty happy. But considering all the Brickheadz I've reviewed so far, these are not very high up on my list of favourites. As I mentioned, LEGO are releasing loads and loads of Brickheadz this year. In fact, I'm already working on 2 other Brickheadz review videos. So be sure to look out for my review of set number 41614 Owen and Blue, and set number 41610 Tactical Batman and Superman, which arrived a few days ago. I hope you enjoyed my LEGO Brickheadz unboxing, speed build and review video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. I release new LEGO review videos twice every week, so you'll always find something new or something old to check out on my channel, including about a gajillion Brickheadz reviews. Thanks a million for checking out my channel today, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next build video.